Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live stream. And this is of a 2011 underrated romantic comedy, Something Borrow. Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray. It's an hour and 52 minutes, so let's get started because this is a pretty long one. Hold on. Why is the volume doing that? Stupid volume. So you guys can hear me. There we go. Yeah, because granted, I haven't seen this movie in years. I'm not seeing critically acclaimed movie. Yours, she's adorable, man. Jennifer Goodwin is one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. She's adorable, man. Yeah, Kate Hudson is too much in this movie, but she's the villain of the movie, basically. This movie should have just been Jennifer Goodwin with this guy. That would have carried the movie. There's John Krasinski. Hey, I like this movie better than If. If was just a disappointment. If wasn't fun. If was just depressing. It was a bunch of kids in a hospital. hmm Yeah, Ashley Williams. Of course she's crazy. This movie wasn't meant to be subtle. Guys don't want to see this because it's a romantic. If a girl is crazy, I'm going to be like, get out of my face. Because I'm not afraid to say no. It's two words, two letters. There's Colin what was it? Egglesfield. At least there's no Brits in the main cast here. Because Brightheart, that movie didn't even get released. It had a poster. Hey, there's Steve Howie from the True Lies TV show. He that movie did so poorly, it wasn't even in the top 10 of last week in the box office. That's how bad Rebel Wilson's career is now. She can't even headline a movie anymore because she's gay now. Well, she's queer. Who cares? I never liked her. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear from you, Kate. 2 months. You're not soulmates. You don't hurt your best friend. Hey, look, it's Peyton List. I don't I don't share women. Sorry. If a woman's my girlfriend, I'm not sharing her with somebody else. Man or woman. She should have. She should have ditched you. Kate is nothing but a party girl, like Paris Hilton was doing, or Lindsay Lohan before they got sober. It's a good looking guy. Like Robbie Amell. And he's a decent actor. He did a vampire movie that came out before this. I think it's pretty underrated. No, they're frenemies. They get along here, then they don't. I love my sister. I would never hurt her with words or with physically because she's my better half. Jennifer. Yeah, on my sister's 30th, I told her how much I love her. And people know how much I care. She's my better half. It's not that Kate Hudson is a bad actress, it's just that she's annoying here. Krasinski, at least his wife is not here. Because Emily Blunt is not a good actress. Even in If, she's not good enough. Yeah, some women are just insufferable. When it comes to drinking, they get drunk in like 2 seconds. I don't drink. I want to keep my brain. Alcohol damages the brain. Oh, it's based on a novel written by a woman. It's also written by a woman, the screenplay. That's why it's not meant for you guys. I'm not a woman, but I have a sensitive side. It was directed by a man because nowadays, being written by a woman or directed by a woman is such a big deal. Even though there've been female writers and directors for years on SNL, on Mad TV. Hell, uh, Catherine Bigelow is an acclaimed director, and she's female. She didn't turn into a man. She's a woman, and she was married to James Cameron. Oh, you didn't. No, because John Krasinski is married to a Brit that I don't care about. That's why I never saw A Quiet Place. It's not for me, guys. CGI creatures and trying to be quiet would work if it was Resident Evil or something or Silent Hill. But in some overrated franchise that we have to be quiet, yeah. Emily Blunt hasn't been quiet since the moment she was in Devil Wears Prada. Okay, that was funny. Is he? This movie does have its own moments. And Jennifer, you are adorable. If I saw her at Comic-Con, I would compliment her in front of her husband. That's how much I don't care about what other people think. When I know what I like, I go to it. I don't care, guys. Denise Richards is gorgeous, and I looked at her fingers. I saw the big rock on her finger, her ring, and she gave me a compliment. She didn't have to do that, but she did because she knows how heterosexual I am. That's not something you can turn on and off. It's who I am. It's my well-being. It's cute. It's not a great movie, but I like Jennifer in it. How much battery power do I have? 61%. I'm sorry this movie's not diverse, but I'm not doing a diverse movie today. It's not any holiday or anything. Yeah, she was funny. If a girl is married, I have to be respectful. Well, it's not disrespectful to give a compliment or say you're cute. I'm gonna say it. Don't care. Trust me, a lot of guys hit on married women all the time. It's not like it's something that's uncommon. That's why I'm so into Annika because she's not married now. She's not even 18 yet. That's why the bots are not bothering me today because they saw the title and like I don't want to see that. Of course not. They want to just talk crap in my action movies or thrillers I'm doing. I do any podcast of any movie I want, as long as I'm not breaking the algorithm. Why does this keep shutting off? I think it's on. Wait, what is this? There. What is this going with the sound? Let me see what's wrong with the sound. Speaker. Yep, he's kissing her. Let me see here. I think it's on audio. On auto. Hold on. Volume. Why is it doing that? Wait. Why is the speakers? Just leave the speakers like that. Can you guys hear me? Because my speakers are acting up for some reason. I don't know why, but it's fine. Yep, he's in bed. She's in bed with a guy, her crush. Mm-hmm. Yes. Nam. Don't be. Let's see. Can you hear this? Don't be naked. He's built. Why am I supposed to only like women that are not married? No, I like all kinds of women. That's not going to change. I don't know why it keeps doing this. What does live caption mean? The speaker. I don't know what the speaker is doing. Can you guys hear me? Audio. Why is it doing that? Can you guys hear me? Because I can't do this podcast with no sound. The microphone is working, but I don't know what the speaker is doing. Let me check this. Hold. Okay, so it's not that. We're 14 minutes in, so I'm going to just ignore that. Maybe because I don't need the speakers. Because I normally use headphones anyway. Let me see if the speakers are working. I'm going to just check something right now. See what's wrong. Let me check just a random video to see. Just see. Let me just see. if it's working. Yeah, it's working. It's fine. You saw she's wearing glasses. Get this. I'm not going to break up a marriage. I'm not that kind of person, Josh. So the microphone's working fine, but so for some reason the speakers are turning on and off. Maybe I have to just check that in the settings. Sometimes it automatically shuts it off for some reason. Maybe it's overheated. It's probably the heat, even though I'm doing this indoors, not outside. I'm using the computer because I don't want to use my phone. I can use my phone tomorrow. Yep, Fatal Attraction. I saw that. It's a horrible. It's a movie that's one of the most horrible antagonists you could ever imagine. I would never want a woman like that being on me. I like cute things. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna deny myself. She would be a good voice for Amy Rose, but she's already playing a talking animal. See, that voice would be good for Amy Rose. It has to be girly and feminine, not deep or too squeaky, but just the right voice. Or whatever, just leave it like that. Hold on. Review power options and ensure the correct audio output is selected. If whatever, let me just at least the headphones work. I did The Bachelor, and I'm like, yeah, that didn't get critically acclaimed, but I still watch it. I like that movie better than this one because it's shorter. That movie's only an hour and 30 some minutes. This is about an hour 52 because there's not too many characters, but they focus on characters that could be cut. Another flashback. He's too loud. Don't blink, Karen. Hello, John. I casually say that the movie's way better than some of the romantic comedies today. Yeah, because it's not gross and mean spirited like a lot of comedies today that they think they need to be crass. Well, I could do Alien tomorrow. Yeah, that's a critically acclaimed movie. Yeah, because I want to do a franchise that's not a comedy. Because I've done a lot of comedies. The last two I did were not comedies. Uh, Brick Mansions and Bobby Z. D. Mute, share screen, share, and I gotta clean this laptop. I'll probably do it after I'm done here. Because that didn't happen when I did my video of the Minecraft movie. The sound didn't get cut off. You say that, Josh, because a lot of comedies have left you down. That's because you're not looking hard enough. That's why. I'm not looking for bad comedies on Netflix or in the theater where a movie can't even get. The funny things are animated movies for kids. What sucks in this movie is Kate Hudson's performance because she's a badly written character that just likes to be like she just wants to drink and party. That's all. Yikes. No, you're insufferable. You're in the film a lot. She's in too much of the film. It should have been Jennifer Goodwin's movie, which is mostly her film, but Kate gets in the way, Can't find a man of her own. She has flashbacks. I gotta clean this thing afterwards. Maybe it's dirty because I didn't clean this thing when I got it a few weeks ago. She's so cute and thin and petite. It's daytime. No, you're always frustrated with everything, Nash. There's Steve Howie. Yeah. It's not going to overheat now. Okay, we're back on. Let's get back to the business. I want to finish this because like I said, I had some technical issues. It probably overheated because it is hot outside. It's like in the 90s. Next time I'll just use my phone. I'll take this hat off. It probably overheated because of the sun. Also, it's summer, yeah. Technical glitches happen. I mean, I live all the way in the second floor, so. At least now the thing's not overheated. Because this is a big laptop. I haven't used this thing since April, so. It's working now. There. It was overheated. Yeah. How much battery power do I have? 54%. It's not normal. There we go. Now I got space. Do this over here. They probably put Steve Howey here because Matthew Littleworth's too busy. A chipmunk. No, my podcast tomorrow. I'm just going to use my phone because I haven't had as many problems with the Wi-Fi. It's just it's going to be 102 later. No, I don't use weed. No, I don't like the smell of weed. It smells awful. This is a PG-13 movie. There's not a lot of weed smoking in this. Bedtime. Technical glitches happen all the time. You know how it is, especially when it's really hot outside. At least the lights are not out. Yep, I met her. I met Denise Richards last year at Comic-Con. That was Wild Things. I never finished that movie. They do the twist in like the first 20 minutes of the movie. They don't even wait till near the end. They do it right in the beginning. too small. No, you're not. Jasinski, you're not gay. Say 2 words. Get out of here or get out. Seriously. Crazy Chicks needs to just get away, you know? Her and Kate Hudson are probably the worst parts of the movie. I like Jennifer Goodwin in it, despite that. She's cute as a button. When a computer overheats, sometimes, yeah, even if it's not near the sun, for some reason, maybe it was near the window, because you're cute as a button and he wants to kiss. You're a girl. Why did you kiss me? It's a romantic comedy. And if you say, "Oh, it's sappy," well, romance movies have to be sappy, guys. You can't have you can't have you can't have romance if there's nothing sweet to say, or do an action that's romantic. It doesn't have to be banging all the time. That's not the only thing in a romance. That's one part of it. That's not the only part, though. There's also embracing, kissing, uh, petting, hair. Shake Shack. Those fries look good. And it's not because the AC is on, because that doesn't mess up with the computer. Why would two people want to be with the same guy? Find another guy. We know. We saw the first 10 minutes of the movie. No, you think? I'll clean the laptop when this is over. Not the screen, just the bottom of it, because I've never cleaned this thing yet. I do ask for consent, Josh. Every selfie I've taken with a girl has been with consent. She's not your best girlfriend if you treat her like this. She drinks too much in this movie, Kayvon. I'm not a Weinstein when I don't lure people. I don't lure women into a hotel. I don't do that. He lured women. He didn't just say, "Hey, let's go out." No, he lured them like a worm on a hook. That's not me. I can go pursue a woman. I don't have to hook them. I don't have to do anything. "40 minutes in." Why is she doing a Botox injection? I'm not gonna do Botox. I don't put needles on my face. They go in my arm when I have to donate blood or get a flu shot or something. Yep, holding hands. The soundtrack is fine in the movie. Why? When you don't say anything, that's when the person doesn't know if you care about them or not. Because you're the girl of the movie. At least he's honest about it. Just tell Kate Hudson to take a hike. Break off the wedding. The movie's not over yet. Sprint, that still exists. If people can like The Notebook, I can like anything. You're cute as a button. What man wouldn't want to fall in love with this girl? I know a lot of single guys like myself that would hit on her because, again, look at her. Is she a supermodel? No, but she's cute. She has one of those cute faces and cute voices. We know. You wish you didn't. Yeah, don't stand in the middle of traffic, guys. You don't want to get kissed and then get hit by a car. That's not romantic. That's just dumb. This isn't Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness where they can stop time. No, this is reality. You can get hit by a car. I'd rather kiss on the sidewalk or at a street corner, not in the middle of the street like that. %. Yeah, they'll make it. The movie's almost halfway through, so. There's a cute dimple right here. Legalize gay. No, don't. Mm-mm. This was 2011, by the way. Yeah, there's nothing but white people in this movie. I get it, Josh. This isn't your thing. But it's not forced diversity like some of the Disney movies that have come out recently. Because not Lilo and Stitch, I'm talking about other films. Like the remake of Little Mermaid or Mulan or even the remake of How to Train Your Dragon that DreamWorks did. Why did you have to force diversity in that? Why? Why are half of the Vikings played by non-white actors? It doesn't make any sense. Vikings are from Scandinavia. They're not black. They're not from New Zealand, and they're not British. Sorry, they're Scandinavian. You're dumb, remake. You're dumb, and I'm not seeing you. I will rather see Lilo and Stitch on Disney Plus in a few months than watch your crappy remake that's just 30 minutes longer than the animated version, which is you're not going to top. That's why I don't hate this, because this is not a remake. It's cute. It has its moments. It's not great, but I've seen worse romantic movies than this on Hallmark and on Lifetime and Ion, Netflix, Freeform, etc. There are no black people in this movie. They're in the background. Again, this was 2011. I know when the wrong people are with each other. No, I know you don't. What do you mean there's no Scandinavian women out there? There are, Josh. Don't lie. Rebecca Ferguson is Scandinavian descent. People from Sweden and Norway are Scandinavian. I think Poland also, or something like that. But it's they're not black. Sorry, they're not black. Nico Parker can't act. She's not the girl from the original How to Train Your Dragon, who was voiced by a Hispanic, but they didn't dwell on that. America Ferrera. She did the voice of the blonde girl in the first one. There are no Scandinavians. Look, because he's like, just get it, blow off. Why is that so hard? You're stalking him. If I was like, what are you doing? If these people just talked it out and say what's on their mind, like me, it will work. Yes, she's Swedish. That's Scandinavian, Josh. Look it up. So dumb. Let me just look it up. Um, yeah, Scandinavian countries are typically considered to be Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. So yes, she's Scandinavian. So eat it. She's Scandinavian because she was born in Sweden. It's not like she's British and was born in England. No, she's Swedish. So yeah, she's Scandinavian. See, I told you, criminal brain, steel trap. See, that's all she does. That's all Kate Hudson does in this movie. She drinks, she parties, and she just acts like an idiot. That's gross. She has one. I'm not going to pretend to be gay to get a good one off me. I'm going to be like, get out of my face. Okay? Hey, New York City. That's nice. Manhattan. Jennifer Goodwin is so cute. I would hit on her. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be apologized. I think I'm going to say you're cute. What's he going to do? Slap me? I'm there. These actors are there to meet me. Yeah. She is Scandinavian. So is Elsa, even though she's not real. I'm saying it's a European group of people. They're not black. I'm sorry. There's nobody black in Sweden or in Norway or Denmark. Most of them. Well, this guy was born in Denmark, but he's not. He's black. Giancarlo Esposito. Let me shut off the air for now. Where's? I know. Where's the? Oh, I'll just lower it for now. Better. A timeout is just tell her you don't want to be with Kate Hudson. It's that simple. If I had to choose between the two, who do you think I was going to pick? The brunette. I'm into brunettes. That's never been a mystery. I'm not J.J. Abrams. I don't do mystery boxes when it comes to who I'm attracted to and what I'm attracted to. Those are nice. Play it still. The battery's getting low, so how much? It's almost done. The movie's like 54 minutes in. We're like less than an hour left. 1 hour and 42 minutes. Mm-hmm. It's 12 o'clock already. 12:08. Yeah, that's why anything with Vikings has to be legit. They're from Denmark, Sweden, or Norway. You can't say you're a Viking if you're from like Germany or something, or Ireland or something. To prevent damage, remove the batteries when not being used for a long time. Well, I'll do that when the summer's over. I like the way she said it. It's lovely. I've hugged people at Comic Con I never met in my life, but what connects us is our nerdiness, our geek culture. We see something we recognize, and we take a selfie together. It's pure magic. It's science. Cool because it said kill. I'm like, that's not, still is not a word. You don't stab your best friend in the back. The Holland Tunnel. I've been through the Holland Tunnel. Look how cute she is, man. Her little dress. I like girls. I'm sorry. My heterosexuality can't be shut off, no matter where I am. Dexter. His name is Dexter. You're so cute. Hey, people like the Bridget Jones Diaries movies, and those are way longer. The first one is like 2 hours long. Why? Why is a romantic comedy that long? What dramatic story are you telling? She's so feminine. Yeah, you see how quiet? That's how deserted Manhattan was in 2020 during the pandemic. During summer 2020, nobody was outside. They were scared. Why not? You're a catch. Good. The speakers are working now because it was overheated. We're an hour in. There she is, drinking again. That's all she does in this movie. You're an alcoholic, Kate Hudson, in this movie, anyway. These two are kissing. How nice. This time she's not running away. There goes the speaker again, but whatever. Check the output of this. Just leave it. There we go. This is Dexter's family, his parents. Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. I gotta clean this after I'm done with this because it's probably the dust is probably building up. That's why the speakers are shutting off because it didn't do that last time I did a podcast. Just leave it. I'm almost done with the podcast anyway, so tomorrow I'm just gonna do a podcast on my phone. It's easier to do. More Shake Shack product placement. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's the guy's choice. The battery's almost 37%. Yeah. I'll just when this is over, I'll just shut off the computer, clean it, and then I'll plug it in. Because the day is still young. It's only 12:21 p.m. Ugh. An hour and 7 minutes in. $2 million. Jeez. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's called 3 times. Can we meet? I need to talk to you. Receive text. Yeah, put your phone away. Times Square. This is too much. What do you mean ill? Wow, she's insufferable in this movie. She's annoying in this movie. There we go. It disappeared. Wait. 34%. Yeah, shake it. The choreography is pretty decent. Slow mo again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We know again. Yeah, you're the biggest crime. It's one of the few quiet moments in the movie because a lot of it is loud. No. We know. Heavier. At least the bots are not bothering me today. Just tell them I like him more. She's not your girlfriend. What? You were unfaithful. We know why. Once she said that, she said no. I'm going to take my opportunity. I'm not yielding. No. That's not. I'm a dumb bunny. She's so cute, man. As Judy Hopps, yeah, she's got a cute voice. She's a liar. Yeah. Why is John Krasinski in this movie? I don't know. He's kind of a third. Not, he's not even a third wheel. He's just the best guy friend that's just in the background. This should have been focused on these two characters, and that's it. Not Kate Hudson. She's just a nuisance. An hour and 20 minutes in. Krasinski's not a bad actor. It's just that sometimes he feels like he's added to a movie. Like an If, he could have been cut from that movie. Here, he could have been cut. I didn't hate him in Shrek 3. He's Lancelot, but he's only in one scene. You get such a big name actor to do one scene. I guess because Justin Timberlake got all the screen time in Shrek 3. I don't even play racquetball. I think this is racquetball, right? Yeah, because yeah, it's not tennis because tennis is with a ball. He doesn't like you. See, John Krasinski now. Pokedex. Yeah, it's racquetball in a way, or I think it's racquetball or pickleball. I don't know. Super competitive. Yeah, he didn't deserve that. You didn't have to knock him out. I didn't like If either, but it's not John Krasinski's fault. It's not his fault. He doesn't know how to direct a kids movie. Yeah, exactly. That's why Krasinski was not in Once Upon a Time. See? But the thing is, he's just a token best friend. The movie's almost over, so I'm gonna have to charge myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I'm running out of. No, hold on. No, no, you were too much. Just gotta plug myself in over here. Don't worry, the DVD battery. I could just plug it over here. I wish I had electricity in this room. I wouldn't need a lamp anymore. There we go. That's better. There we go. It's charging. Exactly. I'm not an undecisive person, guys. I went out today and I don't care if how hot it is. What is it with this people that talking in the rain? I don't think rain is romantic, guys. It wets you and it makes you feel all sticky and gross. Flashback time. It's a flashback. This movie is a little bit too long, though. I think it could have been 90 minutes. The extra 20 minutes, I think, are not really needed in the film. Like Ashley Williams and Steve Howie, I like them in other films, but here they're just add-ons. Also, you didn't need Krasinski. If he's not going to be the voice of reason, he should have just been cut from the movie. Because they put them like they're going to be together, and they're not. See? They're not. You got honesty is the best policy. There's romantic comedies I don't think are romantic at all. At least I like these two people together, even though there's a lot of tension between them because of another woman. Again, again, you should have said that a half hour ago. We know. You don't have to tell me. These movies are predictable. You know that they love each other in the first moment that they see each other. I'm not stupid. I love you. I've always loved you. I know. Look at that guy. That's gonna be me at the end of Superman. I'm gonna cry like a fiend. It's almost 1 o'clock. Her feet are nice. Soundtrack is pretty decent. It's a nice shot. Well, it's London, but I'm not gonna go there. Welcome to Britain. No, I'm not going there. More Shake Shack. Yeah, that's the only F bomb in the movie. Again, why not? We know. The guy from Thor. No, not Chris Hemsworth. One of his Warriors 3. He was in the first Thor movie. There. No, I've heard worse. See, this movie should have been over already. Mm. How comforting. Hmm. Yeah. She sure doesn't act that way. I don't drink tea. I drink iced tea because it's hot today. That was a quick trip back to New York. It takes hours to get home from London. Mm. Yeah, you should have said that an hour ago. 40%. Gotta clean this computer because I haven't cleaned it in 2 weeks. I gotta clean it before the dust messes up something else. I don't want it to mess up the camera or the microphone or anything. Hmm. Jennifer Goodwin is a good actress and she's cute and she's very natural. She's not like hesitant on camera going like Kristen Stewart. She's just a very happy woman. She's adorable, man. In everything I've seen her, I love I love her face. I love her face in anything. Even in Once Upon a Time, I saw some episodes of that show. It wasn't my thing. It was too melodramatic. See, it's not good. It's not hilarious. That's when that's what that's when Rachel was with this guy. Yep, you're a cheater. That's slutty. This movie is a little bit too long for a romantic comedy. Should have been 90 minutes. That's why I like the Bachelor more than this movie because again, it's two people we mostly focus on. The other guys are side characters. I gotta shave my back. It's too hairy. You bang the same guy. What do you expect? Caveman. Yep, he left it there. Isn't it obvious? I think 1 hour and a half is enough. Yeah, it is enough because this movie is a little bit too long. There's too many characters, even though there's only a bunch of white characters. It's the same problem I have with Baggage Claim. There's too many characters in it. And a romantic comedy should be between an hour and an hour and 39 minutes. Once it's past that, I'm like, wrap this up. Again, you had your chance. Go away. I didn't, I didn't like Kate Hudson from the moment I saw her in the movie because she's too much. She's overbearing and you get what you deserve. Trust me, the feeling is mutual. Trust me, Kate Hudson. Sometimes I want to just knock you in the face, and I'm not. Trust me, I don't like annoying blondes. I heard she was annoying in Knives Out too. Was it under Glass Onion? So I didn't see it yet. That's why. It's not because of Agatha. Captain Han. I love her in almost everything. Trust me, Hudson. I'm not crazy about you here. I liked her in All About Adam, but not here. Even in Fool's Gold, I didn't hate her in that because she's not unbearable there. Here, she's insufferable in this movie. She's like Rachel McAdams in Mean Girls. Like you just want to just grab her, and then when she gets hit by the bus, she gets what she deserves. 2 months later, she wanted to be with Colin Exfield. That's why. She's so gorgeous. Look at that outfit. You're right, superhero fan. Movies should be shorter. You don't have to make a movie 30 minutes longer. This is like 20 minutes too long, I think, in my opinion. Alien is almost the same running time, the theatrical cut, but that's a slow movie. This is not a slow movie. I'm going to end this soon. Why? Jennifer Goodwin's career is much better than yours, Kate. She was in a $1 billion hit. What about you? She was in Zootopia. I like the brunette. Sorry. That's my preference. She's the villain of the movie. You know that. That's why Kate Hudson. So I'm a party animal. It's funny. She's the daughter of what's her face? Not Melanie Griffith. Is it Melanie Griffith? Yeah, isn't it? Or is it? No, I think it's somebody else. Hold on, let me check. Goldie Hawn, yeah. Goldie Hawn is her mother. Not Melanie Griffith is Dakota Johnson's mother. Yeah. This is a cute ending. At least the ending is nice. But man, it takes a while to get there. Just I love you. I love you. Kiss. That's it. The movie's over. It's a guilty pleasure, guys. It's not hilarious, but I think it's sweet. These two. At least there's nothing gay in it. And Ashley Williams disappears. No diversity, I get it. But again, it was 2011. That was a different time. Now everything is diverse. But I like the film. I don't hate it. It's not perfect, but I do like it for what it is. So that's the end of this journey. An hour and 49 minutes. It's pretty long, though. I think it could have been 10 minutes shorter, 10 or 15 minutes shorter, and get to the point, you know? But if you see this movie once and you don't like it, I get it. It's not for everybody. But I really like Rachel in the movie. I think, Ginnifer Goodwin is a good lead. She's cute and capable and charming. And a good actress. So thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing another podcast on my phone. So see you in the next one. Yes, end.